So this is a session for students who have applied for undergraduate courses with Deakin University. Thank you so much for joining us today, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you all here. My name is Basant Chaudhary. Let me introduce myself. I work with Deakin University as Deputy Head for Recruitments and Business Development for the region of South Asia at Deakin University South Asia office in India. And today I am excited, thrilled to introduce Soumya Gupta, who is a recent graduate from Deakin University in a double degree with in Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Arts with majors in marketing and visual communication design. She commenced her studies in July 2017 at the Melbourne Burwood campus. She is a Vice Chancellor's Meritorious Scholarship winner, a prestigious one. And she has she has been a part of Vice Chancellor's Professional Excellence Program. She was involved in various roles throughout her time at the university, including student mentorship roles and working with the Faculty of Business and Law. She is currently employed with LT Network, a local area marketing agency, as a junior client success manager. And we welcome you for this session, Soumya.
Thank you so much. It's an absolute pleasure to be here today. I feel like I was in the same shoes as many of the students who are attending this session today 4 years ago. And I know it's very, very exciting for them to be here, but also a little bit nerve-wracking. So I'm here to answer any questions that they might have.
Great. Thank you, Soumya. So viewers, what I'll do is I'll probably run you through a brief PPT presentation, and I'll talk a little bit about Deakin University as to what we are, where we are located, and what makes us one of the top global university. So Deakin University is one of Australia's most progressive tertiary education provider and is ranked in the top 1% of world university rankings. With over 40 years of experience, Deakin has won numerous awards and teaches over 60,000 students each year. I mean, we have one of the best student success rating, student satisfaction rating, and graduate employability rating, and that has been consistent for over last 11 years. Deakin has strong focus on teaching with student satisfaction and employability, the key indicators of success, and we pride ourselves on developing career-ready graduates well prepared for rapidly changing workforce needs. So I'll share up on my screen the presentation. So about Deakin, Deakin is you can see the extract of our Vice Chancellor's comment. So Deakin is an environment where ideas are pursued with passion and challenged freely. We are creators and innovators, developing and translating our ideas to deliver impact. We have strong global linkages, world-class research, and let me tell you about this linkage thing. We have very, very strong linkage in India as well. And most importantly, an education portfolio that blends the best of campus and digital delivery into a highly supportive student experience. Our rankings, a brief snapshot. We are amongst the top 1% of all universities worldwide, ranked in the top 50 young universities in the world. Most satisfied students in the state of Victoria for 11 consecutive years. We are number one university in career services in Australia, and let me just add here that we were the first university to start employment support. But the reason probably is in Australia you don't really have the concept of placement, which we are very familiar in India, because all universities promote their placements a lot, and it happens to be one of the key indicators of their excellence. In Australia, it's different thing, but because we have a global emphasis, and we focus a lot on international students. We understand that they need that support, not only in terms of quality education, but also in terms of making them employable graduate, and that's where we have built our excellence in. We are number one university in career service in Australia. When I say that with that record. And there is a website called compareed.edu.au, and you may want to refer to that website, which talks about our excellence in graduate employability rate. Year on year, for last 10 years, 11 years in a row, we have been number one in the state of Victoria. And if you talk about our student satisfaction, it's way above the national average. And you can actually see that graph once you log into that website. It's a real time, it's on the base of real time survey. It is run by the government of Australia. So in terms of authenticity, it has a very, very high authentic records. Uh, we have Australia's top rated tech support. When I say tech support, it is just not confined within the campus. When pandemic started, most of the universities, when they were struggling to kind of deliver the same kind of education that they have always done, they couldn't really immediately do it. But with Deakin, we had that excellence, and let me tell you, when we were established with that vision to make distance or remote education very strong. In 1974, when Deakin was established, you didn't really have online education. Didn't really have ed tech firms, what you have right now. But at that point of time, also we have reached out to students who couldn't really attend classes through various means. And we were also the first university in Australia to start Ethernet-based learning and computer-based modules way back in 1990, early 1990. Coming on to my next slide, Deakin University today, we have a strong focus on blending the culture and being very very approachable, and we believe that every student should be given or should be rendered with that kind of support which they should feel familiar with, because they come from different countries, different walks of life. We have students from over 130 countries. We have 60,000 students, with about 3,000 students being Indians. We have 15 research institutes and centers, over 85 million research income, and 250 research competitions. Deakin has top rating by Excellence in Research Australia, and let me tell you, it is over 100%. That means all our research have been rated over and above the country rating. So we are a very good university for research. Deakin's Future Economy Precinct provides an important link between technological innovation and commercial outcome. This is very important factor, because when you go to an university, you also see what is the industry interface that university has. And Deakin is one of those universities which is a very, very strong industry interface. If I take an example of our Geelong campus and Geelong Technological Precinct, which is a joint initiative by Victorian government and Deakin University, is epitome of that factor. We have been awarded a 5-star rating for skills development as well. Coming out of campuses, we have Melbourne Burwood campus, that is in the eastern suburb of Melbourne. We have 2 campuses in Geelong. Students who are not really aware of Geelong, I'm sure all of you know about Melbourne, but who are not aware of Geelong. Geelong is the second largest city of Victoria. It happens to be the industrial hub of Victoria, and is one of the fastest growing cities in Australia. It has been, given a lot of there's a lot of investments happening in the region, and that's actually giving that fillip towards development, economic development of the region. We have 2 campuses there. One is Wine Ponds, the other one is Waterfront. Wine Ponds is the first campus of Deakin University. It is basically the largest campus in entire Australia in terms of area. We have one remote campus, which is Warrnambool, and Cloud Campus. Cloud Campus is Deakin Strength. As I told you, we have actually focused on remote learning and reaching out to students who can't really attend real-time classes. We have one of the best virtual campus globally. Talk about our faculties. We have four broad faculties under which we offer about 400 different courses, all faculties put together. We have arts and education, business and law, health, science, engineering, and built environment, uh, uh, offering courses across various study levels of undergraduate, postgraduate, high degree by research, and non-awards. Non-awards includes different certificate programs that you do. Uh, Now we have 500 plus courses, including non-awards. You can either go for on-campus or off-campus. We include and imbibe work integrated learning in all our courses, which makes it very much practical-oriented study. We have a progressive teaching approach, which includes a lot of business practicums. We are very much, we have a contemporary pedagogy, which is industry relevant and definitely focusing on employability a lot. Coming on to Deakin Business School. Now, Deakin Business School is one of the leading business schools of Australia, having two crowns of business. One is WCSB and the other one is EQUIS. WCSB is an American accreditation association of Advanced Collegiate School of Business, and EQUIS is an European accreditation, which makes it one of the top business schools globally. Our sports management happens to be in the top 40 in the world and first in Australia. Finance is in the top 1% of the world. Accounting is ranked among the top 150. Uh, uh, MBA is in the top 20 in the world, as per QS Distance MBA Rankings 2020, and business and management in the top 200 in the world. Coming on to our Melbourne campus, I've said that it's in the eastern suburb of Melbourne. I'll run a quick video for you to have a look and probably understand the entire infrastructure of the campus.
Hi, my name's Meg. I'm an arts law student at Deakin's Burwood campus. This place is usually teeming with people, but I wanted to make sure I could give you an uninterrupted, all access look around. So I spoke to the right people, and today we've got the entire place to ourselves. What I love about the Burwood campus is the energy and sense of community. And with 26,000 students and 1,500 staff, it's not hard to see why. The one spot you are guaranteed to find all of us is the library. It's cleverly placed smack bang in the middle of campus with 3 levels of unending possibility. Study sessions are made easy with bookable spaces for both group study and quiet solo focus, and there's plenty of staff available for even the most obscure request. Perhaps the most valuable resource are the library liaisons, who are dedicated to helping you with your particular course or specialist study area. Very handy. The Deakin Library Network extends across our 4 campuses, and it doesn't matter what time of day you do your best work, because Deakin Library is available online 24/7. Another universal resource is Student Central, which is dotted around the campus. The hub in Central Precinct includes everything from the Health and Wellbeing Centre, prayer and multi-faith rooms, parents' rooms, the Disability Resource Centre, and the Deakin Active Fitness Centre. Recently refurbished to provide more floor space for on-demand classes, here you'll find state-of-the-art cardio and strength machinery and a varied collection of traditional group fitness classes. There are also footy ovals near the beautiful Gardeners Creek and 2 full-size basketball courts. Another invaluable resource is DUSA, the Deakin University Student Association. DUSA is run by students for students, and it opens up a world of clubs, societies, and social events. It even gives you a chance to flex your leadership muscles. At Burwood, we're lucky enough to have our very own art gallery. Inside these walls, you'll find a quiet space to reflect and reset as you immerse yourself in contemporary art. Of course, our artwork isn't just kept inside. Deakin has around 2,300 pieces across our campuses, which means it's almost impossible to turn a corner without seeing a painting, print, sculpture, even an art tram. Deakin courses all share a unique focus on hands-on learning, teaching you practical skills to prepare you for the real world. So our film and TV, digital media and animation students are ready to slide straight into the film and television industry after studying in our state-of-the-art industry-standard television studio. Journalism students get exposed to the skills and experiences they'll need in the newsroom and creative media labs, where collaboration and agility are encouraged across mixed broadcast mediums. The Raymond Trotter Primary Classroom provides our teaching students with an engaging and interactive learning environment, which is just like a real classroom. A combination of carpeted and hard floor areas support a hybrid of arts and crafts skill development, and a fully functioning kitchen makes things, well, delicious. Innovation continues in our cutting-edge sustainable Deakin Law School building. Alongside advanced facilities and 2 levels of support and wellbeing services, students have access to flexible and interactive learning spaces that are designed with the needs of the modern student in mind. Inside the walls of the Deakin Business School, you can test your trading skills and get practical learning and insights, with the simulated FX trading floor feeding real-time market information from ASX and Bloomberg. Business analytics students dive headfirst into a world of data to find creative business solutions. They frequently assist in research collaboration in a broad range of real-world business, education and community sectors in the immersive DISBA Computer Lab. The Exercise and Sport Science building boasts 4 levels of world-class specialised facilities. A climate chamber, running lanes and 3D motion capture system are just a few of the features. The school is rounded off with the Deakin Clinical Exercise Centre, a real-life exercise physiology clinic where students meet real clients to conduct assessments and create exercise and lifestyle programs under supervision. Cutting-edge nutrition research feeds back into the national food industry through our Food Innovation and Sensory Labs at the Centre for Advanced Sensory Science, or CAS for short. The Deakin Burwood campus is also home to purpose-built nursing and midwifery clinical simulation centres. The simulated clinical settings that replicate hospital and community environments help develop essential, industry-ready graduates. Running through the centre of campus is the Gardeners Creek Parklands, which offer beautiful bike and walking tracks and a chance to disconnect from study and reconnect with nature. Bliss. Oh, did I mention we have robots? The Riot Lab houses the latest in computing, robotics and cyber-physical systems to inspire our future IT professionals. Chemistry, physiology and biology students enjoy large modern teaching labs, and our high-tech environment research labs are fitted out with geographic information systems, infrared motion sensing, wildlife cameras and tracking technology. There's a good chance all this learning and innovating will make you hungry. Lucky for you, the Burwood campus celebrates great food culture. Everything from vegan to halal to gluten-free food is on offer, right alongside the all-important single origin fair trade coffee. Getting to Burwood is super easy. From Melbourne CBD, we're just a 30-minute drive, or roughly an hour's ride on train, bus or tram.
Of course, if you want to be closer, you could always live on campus.
This multicultural community of just over 1,100 students live in a mix of state-of-the-art contemporary housing and traditional village living, with full access to Deakin facilities, round-the-clock reception, security support for all residents and year-round exclusive events. The student res community connects you to more than just the university. And that's it, your ultra-exclusive look at the Burwood campus. There is so much more to check out, so be sure to connect with the campus videos for Waterfront, Warn Ponds and Warrnambool. See you on campus. Hi, my name's Meg.
So up on the screen, you have the areas, the courses that we offer at undergrad level through Deakin Business School. We have Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Business, Bachelor of Sports Management, Business Analytics, and Sport Development. And then under Law School, we have Bachelor of Laws. There are double degrees, Bachelor of Commerce and Arts, which Soumya has done, and then there are many more in property and real estate, food and nutrition science, commercial science, exercise and sports management, wherein you can have blend of 2 degrees studying 2 different areas, and you complete within 4 years. So, Bachelor of Commerce is a 3 year course. Student must attain 24 credit points, including 8 credit points of core units, 8 credit points of units from a major, and 8 credit points of elective units, 4 of which can also be used to form a minor. So you have these core units up on the screen, which includes different areas, fundamental areas. Majors include accounting, food and agribusiness, economics, finance, financial planning, human resource management, uh, MIS and marketing, and then list of other minors. Uh, Talking about our Bachelor of Business, it's more practical oriented, and the difference is mainly towards the conventional business studies, and Bachelor of Commerce is conventional business studies, whereas Bachelor of Business is more into the applied side of it, the real-time practical side of it, how you work in an organization. So it includes majors of event management, organization psychology, people management, project management, retail and supply chain management, business and digital communications, entrepreneurship, and innovation. Uh, I'll just this video talks about how to differentiate and to make you apply for the right course, which course suits you the best.
Thinking about a career in business? Deakin Business School is in the top 1% of business schools globally, and our graduates go on to establish successful careers in a wide range of industries. To start a career in business, you need the right degree to support you. So, which degree is right for you? A Bachelor of Commerce or a Bachelor of Business? A major sequence will allow you to become an expert in a particular area. You should choose the degree with the major that most closely aligns with your career goals. Deakin's Bachelor of Commerce develops your ability to overcome challenges and solve the problems of the future. Do you like analysing situations and solving problems? The Bachelor of Commerce allows you to major in accounting, economics, finance, financial planning, or management information systems, leading to professional accreditation in careers such as chartered accountant, risk analyst, financial broker, financial planner, or business systems programmer. Maybe you are interested in getting the best out of the people behind your business to drive innovation. Choosing majors in human resources or management arms you with the skills to become a change consultant or a business development manager. Do you want to work on strategies to attract and connect with customers in the digital age? Become a digital marketing specialist or customer insights manager by choosing a major in marketing. There's even a major in food and agribusiness, allowing you to become an agripreneur. A Bachelor of Commerce prepares you to build your career as a business leader in some of the largest companies across the world. So how is a Bachelor of Business different? The Bachelor of Business will nurture your entrepreneurial spirit, develop your communication skills and problem-solving abilities. Choosing a major in business and digital communications, event management, or project management readies you to work as a digital communications executive, an event manager, or a project manager. Do you want to ensure employees are motivated and have the tools to do their job? Choose a major in organizational psychology or people management to support employees in roles such as a talent manager or training and development manager. Perhaps you are interested in solving practical business challenges. Choose a major in retail and supply chain management to understand how to get things to market. Or choose a major in entrepreneurship and innovation and learn to develop groundbreaking solutions for big and small business, maybe even your own business. Both Deakin's Business School degrees lead you to careers in high demand across many industries. What degree will you choose? Commerce or business?
So up on the screen next, we have business analytics. Students who are looking at building a profile around analytics, want to be an analyst, they can opt for this course. Our course is ACS accredited. Bachelor of Business Analytics is a 3 year course, and again a 24 credit point course. You have fixed units. You don't really kind of map it basis majors, and that leads you to a professional membership in ACS. Support services includes Deakin Sync, orientation programs, mentor programs, peer-to-peer network, counseling advisors. LinkedIn Learning is something that we offer to every students, clubs and societies, medical centers, and of course DUSA. DUSA probably Soumya will highlight more on the services rendered by DUSA. Uh, Deakin Talent is again a cell that I had a brief introduction to give. I've given that thing right in the beginning, and it includes career success resources. We do a lot of workshops. We do career coaching. Now you have to understand the difference. So Deakin University focus and the vision is just not to make you graduate in a particular area. Uh, it is more towards giving you that global citizenship, making you employable and industry ready. So, in parallel to what you study, we have Deakin Talent program, and it starts right from your second semester. So, we help you to get that approach towards skill development. We help you gain that required skills and attributes relevant to Australian industry. We run different talent development programs. Jobs and internship are something that are being offered to you. We help you get the right one for yourself. We do run a lot of employer events where we invite a lot of companies to come to our campus. We organize job fairs, and that helps you to get the right job for yourself. So we make you apply to 10 different jobs. Few reject you, you reject few, end up having about two or three in hand. And that is how Deakin University helps you in building your career. I'll quickly run it the next slide. I'll not run this video because we're running short of time. We have scholarships. We have 100% Vice Chancellor's Meritorious Scholarship. We offer about 4 every year. It has a rigorous selection process, and we select students who are high achievers in their academics. They've got very good grades, but besides securing good grades, they also have strong co-curricular activities that may include social activities, that may include sports, probably something around cultural activities, dance, drama, or anything that you may have done, or you may have achieved that excellence parallel to your academic excellence. So if you were one of those students, you are a strong contender for this scholarship. And then we take you through that competitive process wherein you have similar students, huddling, and then we select the right one through various selection processes. There are other scholarships which includes 25 and 20% category basis the percentage that you may have secured in your CBSE, ISC, or IB or GCSE A levels. Just to mention that we are very, very sure of a resumption of international student mobility by later this year or beginning next year, which essentially means you get to travel, but still you may have to take a few units online. And for 20 and 25% category, students who are studying online and will be doing those units online will be getting 30% scholarship for all those units they do from their home country in a cloud campus. The moment they travel to Australia, they get that original scholarship what they have been awarded with basis their grades. We have a lot of practical learning opportunities that we offer. We have very, very strong industry internships. Work continuing learning program enhance your job prospect because that gives you that insights about the work culture. We offer those through business internship experience, business practicum, team internship, and work-based learning. These are the academic and industry accreditations. Each of these bodies have accredited one of the other courses that we offer. It includes finance accreditations, accounting accreditations like ACCA. You have CPA, you have IPA, chartered accountants. In finance, you have FinTech, you have FPA, you have FinCA, you have FASCA. So quite a few accreditations that help you to get recognized by the industry in Australia. These are our international university linkages, and students get to travel. So if, for example, you're a BCom student and you may have that option of doing a semester in any of these universities basis the arrangement that is there for that particular course. These are our industry linkages in terms of different internships that we offer. We have collaborations through our research wing. We do a lot of projects together. Students from Deakin University do resort to certain project under joint supervision supervision from a project manager from any of these companies or from the faculty member of Deakin University. Well, second slide on this. These are our academic and industry linkages in India. So a lot of the students who are actually willing to do undergraduate program with Deakin University, they can actually start a part of their studies. So for business, we have Opijindal, we have Great Lakes, and students who and upgrad students can actually do a part of their program with any of these institutes probably a year and then travel to Australia later. The benefit that they get is they end up getting two different versions of education. You get two certificates and of course you save a lot of money in terms of living cost in Australia as well as the tuition fee. So you have a direct calculation. So through these business schools, we offer a pathway to Deakin University degree. And that also gives you the required post-study work visa. So you're not deprived of any of the benefits or the outcomes that normally you have if you start right from the first year. So Deakin promise to offer our students a personalized learning experience with premium digital engagement, creating the power and opportunities to live in a connected and evolving world. I'll end this uh, 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 screen sharing and probably it's time to kind of ask Soumya a few questions for you to understand how her journey has been and probably you to take away do's and don'ts as a student. So, Soumya, tell me one thing. Uh, how did it all happen and at what stage you decided to choose Australia as your education destination and to pursue your higher education from Australia, and how did it happen that you got to choose Deakin?
Yeah, for sure. So when I got done with my 12th class CBSE board exams, I was actually preparing to go to fashion school, study like designing, and then I did really well in my CBSE board exam. So I was very conflicted because if I would have stayed in India, I would have either had to choose commerce or if I would have had to choose arts or designing. And that's why Deakin stood out to me so much because it's only one of the few universities all over the world and in Australia that actually offer students the option to study the subjects that they want to do. So as you pointed out earlier, Bachelor of Commerce and had those majors and minors, students actually have the flexibility of picking something that they actually want to study. It is not like our education system in India where you have to pick up those 5 subjects and go ahead with that. So while I was studying at university, I have just studied all these bunch of subjects and matched them together and graduate with a degree that I absolutely love. And I think that was the first thing that attracted me so much to Deakin, was the flexibility of the course that I wanted to do. In addition to the great things like you spoke about Deakin Talent, which has helped me tremendously while I was at university as well.
I'm sure it has been a great journey for you, and probably you got to. So was that a difficult phase when you kind of landed in Australia initial first semester? Any support that you expected, or anything that came to you unexpected? If anything that you'd like to share with the students.
Whenever I reflect on my first week in Australia, I was so excited that I did not comprehend what was happening around me. I was so excited. I would take pictures of everything. I would just be like on like a cloud nine. And being in that stage, I did not know what was happening around me. To be honest, I was completely lost. I got lost around campus multiple times. And I remember on my first day, there were students there helping me navigate my way. There's like support available from other students, then there's support available from academics, then there's support available from professional staff as well. So while you're at university, I recommend everyone to just reach out for help, even if you have the simplest of questions, even if you think, oh my God, that's such a dumb question, I don't know what to do. You just have to ask, and there's just so much support available. So one of the biggest tools that I would recommend everyone is to just ask questions if you're not sure about anything, and someone will be there to help you out with the answer and the right answer.
Soumya, you might have felt that okay, Australian pedagogy or the way they assess every student is different from that of what the way it happens in India. Was that difficult by any means, like projects, or for that matter, not those typical written exams? How
Yeah.
did it all go with you? And
So
any advice for
assignment.
newbies?
Okay, so assignments in Australia are a lot different than the projects and the assignments we get in India. Please do not copy your assignments of Wikipedia. Do not copy paste anything that we used to do in high school. That is not the way things work here. Any ideas that you're coming up with your assignments need to be referenced, and there's a proper referencing system that needs to be followed in terms of that. And universities can be a bit strict in following that referencing system, but not to scare you. There's again so much support available. The Deakin Library runs out sessions in your first ever unit, especially if you're doing Bachelor of Commerce. I remember in management, they actually take you through all the referencing criteria. They break it down for you. So it is a lot different than it is in that is in India, but you will learn through it as you go through it. And in terms of exams, we don't really have a big exam. We have like assignments, and then depending on the unit, there is an exam at the end of it. So you have different opportunities to work through. There's more emphasis on like practical learning, and not so much in like memorizing the content of what's in the unit. You're more marked against in a more holistic way.
Hmm, hmm. So, I, if I'm not wrong, when you were on the verge of completing your degree, pandemic had started by then. Uh, how did it, all go in terms of, coping up with that transition from physical studies to that of online, virtual, remote studies? Was there any difficulty in terms of connecting with academics, connecting with peer students? Did you get to do those group projects on time? Anything on that?
Mhm. Yeah, so I was in so my course was 4 years long. So I was in my third year when the pandemic hit. So before the pandemic, I was going on campus for all my classes. And in March last year, I had to move like all the other students to online learning, which I was really scared about. I was like, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but Deakin did a tremendous job in that transition from on campus to online. We had the same number of classes, academics were reachable as well at the same time. And I feel like they did such a good job in transitioning students. And Deakin follows an approach called Cloud First. So even while I was at university, all the lectures were recorded, everything was completely available online. And that is what continues to happen. You can attend classes, you can watch the recordings later. Most lecturers and most professors will also have consultation times. So if, for instance, you attend the class or you watch it later and you're not really sure with the concept, you can just email them and they will have a one-on-one time with you, just a Zoom meeting. And if you've got any questions about your course, they can actually answer that. In terms of group assignments and connecting with other students, it was the same as it would have been on class, with the use of breakout rooms, with the use of chat facilities on Zoom. So it was very seamless and it wasn't as isolating as it might sound like it was.
Great, that's great. So, how does Deakin Talent help? Any advice for students? And do you think Deakin Talent has actually contributed a lot towards international students' success in terms of helping them with the required information and helping them building those skills required for Australian work culture?
For sure, absolutely. Like coming from India, I'd had absolutely no clue how the employment market worked in Australia. Even, having a resume or having a cover letter is something that a lot of us are not used to. None of us, like if you are just coming after your school, we haven't really worked part-time jobs and we do not know about these skills. So what Deakin Talent helps you is to build on these skills. So by the time you graduate, you have a great skill set in addition to your degree. Um, so while I was at university, Deakin Talent helped me write and rewrite my resume multiple times, where to the extent that it showcased the skills that I wanted to showcase. In addition, I also did 2 internships through Deakin Talent. One of the internship, I worked with a local business group, which was very relevant to what I was studying since I was studying commerce. And then I also did an internship with a human resource company. And Deakin Talent really helped me in securing these opportunities, but also kind of helping me understand what opportunities I needed to get to the stage I am right now in my full-time graduate role. In addition, Deakin Talent also has so many different workshops that you can attend as a student. And my advice to everyone would just be when you join university, even if you can't be physically present in Australia, is to take up those opportunities. And those internships can even be in your home country, can even be in India. So, for instance, next year, if you are in Australia and you're missing home and you want to go back to India for summer in November, which is opposite here, you can actually do an internship in India and still get credit for it, which I think is a great opportunity.
Wonderful, wonderful. One thing that comes pretty often from international students, because many of them want to work part time as well. One, because they get that required support, and two, because they also think it will give them that required experience,
Yeah.
and be acquainted with the Australian culture, which will eventually definitely help them when they are on the verge of graduating. So, is it really hard to kind of get acquainted with the culture, adapt to the Australian culture, and how different is it from our Indian culture? So, any insights, any information, any guidance that you'd like to give to the students?
I feel like the two big differences between Australian and Indian culture is first, Australian culture is very casual. You call your teachers, your professors by their first name. So you do not say ma'am or sir, which took me a while to get around. I felt like I was doing something wrong when I would just call them by their first name. I'll be like, oh my God, there's something wrong. And the second is that everyone's really polite here. Um, you just say thank you after everything. You're just more polite, which I wasn't used to in any way as well. So those are the two major differences. And I feel like it's not difficult to get your head around once you are in that comfort zone. And Australia is very multicultural. There are people from all over the world. And in Melbourne as well, it is a multicultural city. So you will find other Indians, you will find Australians, you will find people from different European countries who have settled here over time. So as a culture, it is very accepting, it is very open, and it once you are here, I feel like you'll feel very much at home because there's just so many different people and you're all in the same boat, where you're away from your home country, but you're also together and making a better life in Melbourne or Geelong.
Yeah. Nice. Um, Soumya, I'm sure there are a lot of students even in your class, and every person there's a different nature, different attribute. How about those students who are kind of shy by nature, and because they refrain from approaching other students, they refrain from interacting with academics. Does it really impact gradually when they are on the verge of completing their education?
Um, I think it depends because I would just recommend everyone to talk as much as they can. I was very shy when I first joined university, but now I don't shut up at times. So I feel like if you are at university, if any one of you does feel shy, I would just recommend you there's nothing to lose.
Mhm.
Um, and it's just good to get out of your shell, good to have conversations. Not everyone has to be loud, not everyone has to like draw a lot of attention, but
True,
it's always
true.
good to like ask questions, talk to other people. And I think something like communication skills and confidence is that you build over time. And I feel like if a student is at university, they're doing their assignments, they're participating in group assignments, they're doing some presentations, doing an internship, it will over time help them build those communication skills and get over that shyness. And by the time in the 3 years, once they graduated from
Hmm,
university,
hmm.
they will be able to build those skills to be able to talk to their future employer and be ready for the workforce.
Great. I mean, so the essence of the fact is be the way you are, and then
Yeah,
still sail through. Yeah,
yeah.
great.
I feel like one of the things that Deakin Talent does really well, and in some courses, they help you understand what skill set you're actually lacking in. So
Mhm.
if, for instance, a student feels like they're not very good at their communication skills, you actually have the time at university to practice on those communication skills through an internship or joining a club and society that helps you get out of your comfort zone.
Okay, I'll go back to one of my previous questions, and that actually popped in my mind. Um, See, in India, what happens is when online education started, and none of the students were acquainted and thought of studying remotely because they think that online study is kind of a Zoom session,
Yeah.
which is essentially very different, Soumya, the way it happens in Deakin. Uh, so tell us one thing in terms of how interactive it is. So when definitely there is some bit of factors wherein you are missing out on interacting or seeing someone face to face. But does it impact anyway when you are studying online through Cloud Campus? And because you have done both the things, you have studied on campus as well as on cloud. So how do you like to say that okay, Deakin Cloud is something which probably endeavors to provide the same kind of interaction or interactive experience to every student? And how it helps to maintain that peer-to-peer connect, uh, uh, be it academic or be it your fellow students.
I think I would divide this answer in two parts. The first is like how it goes in academics. So as you said, in a Zoom class, there are different students, and there's a lot of opportunities for you to interact and connect with different students. Even in the essence that if a lecturer asks you a question, you can always just combine with other students and try and answer and create that group discussion. So when you start university, we have something called lectures, and then we have something called seminars. So lectures are more of like delivery, where the lecturer will go through the content, but seminars in most of the courses will be more collaborative. So you've got a question, and then everyone sort of solves that question together, comes up with an answer. So collaboration is the essence, even while it's online or it's on campus. That is not something that's compromised by the university, whatever the mode of delivery is. And earlier during this year, even when they also try and do some sessions where some students are in class and some are online, and they still work together, which I think is pretty remarkable. Like, you're using so much technology to make that happen. And despite academics outside, there's still social activities that are being conducted, even though they are online. So DUSA, for instance, organizes a few different activities throughout the year. So I think they had a trivia night that was via Zoom, and you could actually win prizes. And then clubs and societies also offer different activities and different social events online via Zoom, which students can attend, so that connect their opportunities definitely to connect that are being presented by university.
Thanks, Soumya. I mean, it's quite insightful. And trust you me, I mean, the way you have explained and elucidated stuff, it has actually decreased the number of questions I had in mind. So with every answer, you have covered some extra bit. Last piece of advice that you'd like to give to international students, aspiring international students
Definitely just put yourself out there.
who are listening to you. So anything that you'd like to add on and conclude with?
I think there's a bit of a lag, so I did start speaking, and I'm sorry I cut you off. I'm not sure if that happened. But I would definitely recommend everyone to get out of their comfort zone and just challenge themselves. to like talk to more people, interact with other students, staff while they're at university, and just ask for help wherever you're stuck. If you feel like you're not understanding anything, whether it's in your course, whether it's figuring out how to do referencing, or you're just struggling, like it just feels like a lot of work, just reach out for help and you'll have the best time.
Thank you. Thanks, Soumya. Thanks for joining us today. I'm sure the session was insightful, and you got to learn how it happens in Australia. What are the courses and what the USPs of Deakin. Uh, uh, and probably we'll come back again with another session, giving you the same kind of insights and keep you updating on opening up of borders. We'll wait to see you soon on shore. Thanks, Soumya. Thanks everyone for attending this.